Bachelorette Kaitlyn Bristowe shades Tayshia Adams, justifies dating Zach Clark. Bachelorette Kaitlyn Bristowe and Tayshia Adams have appeared to have some beef for several months as rumors fly that Bristowe is dating her ex-fiancé Zach Clark. There have been some unnamed shade and comments made in the past, and now after a new comment by Tayshia, Kaitlyn seemingly throws shade while also trying to justify her rumored relationship with Zach. What was said by both parties? Keep reading to get all the details. Kaitlyn Bristowe responds to posts seemingly throwing some shade. Bachelorette Kaitlyn Bristowe is rumored to be dating Tayshia Adams' ex, Zach Clark. The two have reportedly been together for more than a year now. They have been photographed together multiple times, but neither has officially confirmed their relationship status. In fact, in a podcast interview several months ago, Kaitlyn revealed dating a member of Bachelor Nation. She even went so far as to say it was someone's ex within the franchise. She never named anyone by name, but she pointed out that she worked with this person but really was not their friend. However, she felt compelled to just give this woman a heads up to let them know she was going on this date. She clarified she was not asking for permission. When she reached out to whom everyone believed to be Tayshia, she was hit with horrible comments about her character. Now, Tayshia appeared in a Bumble TikTok in which she was asked if it's okay to date a best friend's ex. Tayshia looked shocked and then started laughing, saying, "Honey, you're asking it's gonna be a ***king no." Someone in the comments noted said Kaitlyn should take notes. Kaitlyn responded back with, "They said best friend." Of course, she's throwing shade at Tayshia since she considers herself more of an acquaintance than a friend. By commenting back, it also seems she is justifying her relationship with Zach. What are fans saying? Fans on Reddit are also discussing this latest diss by both Tayshia Adams and Kaitlyn Bristowe. There are some varied opinions on whether or not Kaitlyn should have responded, stirring up more drama. Here's what some of the fans had to say. Even if they weren't best friends, they still hung out and associated with each other, so it's still a shitty thing of Kaitlyn to do. I don't think she sought out the video. Looks like people were commenting and tagging her in it. If her name is already mentioned in the comments, as shown above, I see no issue with responding and defending yourself. Fans dragged her into it. Honestly, I'd never date my best friend's ex. I'd 100% date a guy I found a genuine connection with if they dated someone I knew. You'll think Tayshia doesn't also love the attention of this coming up constantly, and she gets to look like the good guy? Not defending Kay, but let's be real. Whether or not the point is valid, all I'm gonna say on KB again is she consistently chooses to open her mouth in situations where it is not warranted. Overall, there are a lot of varying opinions, especially as to whether or not Tayshia and Kaitlyn were friends or just co-workers. The Bachelorette universe is never short on drama, but when Kaitlyn Bristowe subtly throws shade, you know things are about to get interesting. The former Bachelorette and reality TV darling has always been known for her candidness, never one to shy away from speaking her mind. Recently, Bristowe sparked headlines by making pointed comments about fellow Bachelorette alum Tayshia Adams, specifically regarding her past relationship with Zach Clark. In a recent podcast episode, Bristowe, known for her witty yet sharp observations, discussed Tayshia's highly publicized breakup with Zach, whom she met during her season of The Bachelorette. While Bristowe didn't directly call out Adams, fans quickly picked up on the underlying message. She wasn't entirely buying into Tayshia's narrative. Kaitlyn never says things without intention, a source close to Bristowe shared. She has a way of making a point without outright saying it, and this was no different. It was clear she had thoughts about how everything went down between Tayshia and Zach. But what exactly did she say? Bristowe alluded to the idea that sometimes people date for optics rather than genuine connection, suggesting that Tayshia's post-show relationship with Zach might have been more about maintaining an image than true love. When you leave that show, there's so much pressure, Kaitlyn mused. And sometimes you just go with it because it feels like the right thing in the moment. But that doesn't mean it's real. Fans were quick to decode her words, and the reactions were mixed. Some agreed, believing that Tayshia and Zach had long seemed like a mismatched couple trying to make it work for the cameras. Others defended Tayshia, insisting that the relationship was genuine and simply didn't work out in the end. Bristowe, of course, has had her own experiences navigating post-bachelorette relationships, so her insights come with a level of authority. She was previously engaged to Sean Booth, whom she chose at the end of her bachelorette season, but the couple called it quits after 3 years together. She later found love with the bachelorette contestant Jason Tartick, whom she recently split from as well. With her own history of high-profile relationships, Bristowe justified why she could relate to Zach in a way others might not. Zach was in a tough spot, she noted. He came from a world completely different from what Tayshia was used to. And I think sometimes when you're in the bubble of the show, it's easy to forget that real-life compatibility is what actually matters. Bristowe, who co-hosted The Bachelorette alongside Tayshia for 2 seasons, has always had a complex relationship with Adams. While the two initially seemed like friendly co-hosts, insiders suggest there was underlying tension. When Jess Palmer was announced as the new host, effectively replacing both Bristowe and Adams, rumors swirled that their friendship had soured. During a Q&A on social media, Bristowe hinted at feeling sidelined, leading fans to speculate that she and Tayshia were no longer on good terms. Now, with these new comments about Zach, it seems Bristowe might be signaling that there's more to the story than what Tayshia has shared with the public. The bigger conversation: reality TV love and authenticity. The heart of Bristowe's commentary isn't just about Tayshia or Zach. It's about the larger conversation surrounding reality TV relationships. Time and time again, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette have produced couples who look perfect on screen but crumble under real-world pressures. Bristowe's perspective sheds light on the struggles contestants face when the cameras stop rolling. Fans invest in these relationships, but the reality is far less glamorous than the fairy tale edits suggest. You feel like you have to make it work because everyone wants you to, Bristowe explained. And that's not a great foundation for a relationship. For many viewers, this sentiment rang true. Over the years, Bachelor Nation has seen countless engagements end in heartbreak, with couples struggling to transition from the world of lavish dates and exotic locations to the mundane realities of everyday life. Tayshia's side of the story. While Tayshia hasn't responded directly to Bristowe's comments, she has spoken candidly about her breakup with Zach in the past. She has described the split as painful but necessary, citing differing lifestyles and priorities as the main reasons for their separation. During an emotional interview, Adams shared, "At the end of the day, you have to choose what makes you happy. And sometimes that means making really hard decisions." Still, Bristowe's comments add a new layer to the conversation, making people wonder whether there was more going on behind the scenes. The fan reaction. As expected, Bachelor Nation was divided. Some fans appreciated Bristowe's honesty, arguing that she was simply saying what many people had suspected all along. Others felt she was being unnecessarily harsh, questioning why she felt the need to comment on Tayshia's love life at all. Social media erupted with debates. Some users praised Kaitlyn for her boldness, while others accused her of throwing unnecessary shade. One fan tweeted, "Kaitlyn always keeps it real. She knows the pressure these couples face, and she's just telling it like it is." On the flip side, another fan wrote, "Why does Kaitlyn always have to comment on other people's relationships? Let Tayshia live her life." What's next for Kaitlyn and Tayshia? With Bristowe continuing to make waves in the reality TV world through her podcast, social media presence, and upcoming projects, it's unlikely she'll stop sharing her unfiltered opinions anytime soon. Tayshia, on the other hand, has been focusing on her career, stepping away from Bachelor Nation drama to pursue hosting gigs and business ventures. Whether or not she'll ever address Bristowe's comments remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: this won't be the last time Bachelor Nation finds itself in the middle of a controversy. As for Zach, he's remained relatively quiet, choosing not to engage in the drama. But with so many people weighing in on his past relationship, who knows? He may decide it's finally time to tell his side of the story. In the ever-dramatic world of The Bachelorette, One thing is for sure, there's always more happening behind the scenes than what we see on TV.